Violet wins, and Pinkie Pie, A True Love by Swedish Dumpling. Like every morning at Sugar Cube Corner, Pinkie Pie has been doing her morning exercise and trying to now start to work at some orders. She had get an order earlier the day before, that she was going to bake at least 5 cakes to a birthday party that afternoon. And she had to bake at least 5 cakes and at least a dozen of cookies and cupcakes. But she knows that they would probably even be enough. So she baked 2 dozen cakes, the cookies and cupcakes. And even she made so much. She had baked so much that afternoon and that morning. It was so very much work for her. And after she was done with it, she took a break for the rest of the day. And even she delivered all of this, delivered it to the party. They thanked her for all of it. Even the same afternoon, Violet Wins has been taking a walk through town. He has no work since he left his work early, and he was now kind of a little bit bored. But then he saw Pinkie Pie was walking back to Sugar Corner with a wagon which he has delivered to some pies and some, well, those delivered to the party. He always thinks that she is the most beautiful and even very hyperactive pony, but he still loves her, and he has even told her about it. Until today, he decided to tell her how much he likes her. So he's gathered so much courage he had, and walked up the way straight up to her and said, "Hey, Pinkie." "Oh, hi, Violet. What are you doing here?" Not so much. I just taking a walk through town. I haven't left work early, so I decided to, just relax for a moment. There is something I wanted to tell you, Pinkie. Oh, what is it? What is it? What is it? Now, Violet felt so nervous how to tell Pinkie how he felt for her. "Well, Pinkie, it is something I would like to tell you." "Hi, Pinkie." And then was Apple Bloom who showed up. "Oh, hi, Apple Bloom. Uh, do you have the order for apple cake and order for you?" "Oh yeah, this is inside. Thanks." "Yeah, what was it that you told me?" "Oh yeah, Pinkie, I could find it. Wait, I help you." "Oh man, why can't I even tell her right now?" said Violet for himself. "Sorry about that, Pinkie." Violet, what was you doing? "I love you, Pinkie," he said, and he closed his eyes and was waiting for the response. But it was quiet. He looked, opened one eye and looked at her, and then the next another. He was not prepared for this kind of answer. She was actually staring with big eyes at him and with a big smile and said, "Are you okay, Pinkie?" But she didn't answer. She was actually so happy. She was so stunned about that. He told her that. Then, "Pinkie, are you okay? You're scaring me now, Pinkie. I do love you." Then she realized what that she snapped out of it, and she was jumping up in the air and down. She was jumping up and down, back and forward. She was so happy because no other pony had told her that her pony loves her so much. "You will do? You do? Violet, you love me?" "Yeah, I do. No other pony told me that before." "Well, some pony had to be the first." "Yeah, that's true," said Pinkie. She was just so smiling and so. "Do you like to go out tonight, maybe?" "Yeah," said Pinkie, and she was very happy. I can pick you up about maybe 5, 6. 5 would be fine. Alright, at here? Sure. And he was walking home, and he felt so more happy and at the same time relieved in his heart, and he was almost like he was skipping at least 10 beats. He actually ran into Applejack, and he explained why he was so happy, and she said, "Well, good for you, Sugar Cube, and good luck. Thanks." Later at 5 p.m., Applejack, no, Violet Wins took with Pinkie to this local dance club, and surprised to Violet, Pinkie was very excellent dancer, and he was very much happy about it. And even Pinkie was surprised to see that Violet was a great dancer as well, and they both had a very great time at the dancing club. They danced and danced and danced for almost 2 hours. But Pinkie had so much energy, she said that she could dance for another 10 hours. But Violet said, "Oh, how much can you dance, Pinkie?" "Well, maybe 10 hours more." 10 hours? Are you kidding me? I have lost so much energy. He was so exhausted for nearly 2 hours of dancing with a break. I need a break, Pinkie. You're draining my energy for a part from this dancing. Come on, you can't be tired that now. You've only been dancing for about, well, what is it, 20 minutes? No, not barely, 2 hours almost. Really? And she looked at the watch and said, "Oh, I didn't notice." "Pinkie, you have so much active energy. How can you even do that?" "I don't know." "Oh well, ready for some more dancing?" "Sure." And they danced for another almost an hour. Then the Pinkie said, "Well, maybe you're right. It's too much dancing." Yeah. Violet was so exhausted from all this dancing, and he had much pain in his leg because of this. But they decided to take a walk instead. And now it was dark outside, but at this time they didn't matter. They didn't bother if it was dark outside. They enjoyed this night walk together. And afterwards, Violet followed with Pinkie back to Sugar Cube Corner so that she came home safe. And outside, she gave him a kiss and said, "Thank you for the date. I love it." "Same here." "Pinkie, there's something else I'd like to ask you." "Oh? Would you like to be my girlfriend?" And before she could say anything, she kissed him and hugged him so much and said, "Sure, I'd love to." And then she kissed him again and went back in. Violet stood there for a moment, and then he flew right up in the air and he said, "Yay! I can't believe it." Then he walked straight, running it back home, and he was so happy to have it, the most beautiful mare at all time. For the next couple of days, Violet had so much happy and so much energy now, even he has a pain in his legs after those dancing times with Pinkie, but that didn't matter for him. As long as he's happy, he is happy. And even he and Pinkie has been so much in love now. They has been went to the movies, even went to see some comedy show, and they even went to Maidenhead to meet his parents. And they were actually very happy to meet Pinkie for the first time, and even his father said, "Violet, have you noticed that she's very hyperactive?" Uh, yeah, you could say that. Yeah, she always like that back home as well. She actually kind of say a party fixer. Party fixer? Yeah, she plans organized parties, birthday parties, all kinds of parties actually. Oh, well, son, you're a happy stallion to have this unique mare. I can see that, and I can see that she likes you very much. Even your mother, she actually enjoys her in company. Yeah, they have great. They actually have a great connection between each other. Yep, you're right that one, son. And even afterwards, Violet and Pinkie had told their friends about this, and they were actually very happy that Pinkie had some pony that she loves, because Pinkie has been alone every time since she moved to Ponyville years ago. Even she had often told to find her special song pony, but Pinkie said, "No, not time. Too busy. Oh, maybe next time. Too busy. No, I can't. Too busy." But Pinkie always wanted to have a special song pony, but she wanted to wait to see if she could find someone, until she found and met Chief Sandwich. But he wasn't. She felt they had some connection, but then she found out that he had got a fiance back in Manhattan. So she decided maybe she will find somewhere the right stallion for him, or for her. And she waited, and the waiting was long enough, and it was paid off when she met Violet Wins. And even for the next couple of months during the winter, Pinkie got this nasty flu, and she got a very high fever. And when Violet was hearing about this, he was back home in Manhattan. But when he heard about this, he traveled back to Ponyville to look after Pinkie all the time. Unfortunately, when she was back to health, he himself had got the flu instead. So she looked after him, and she told him that she was very much appreciated that he looked after her while he was sick. And yeah, but after this, the flu was over and the winter was over. All the spring was bring back this new energy. So Pinkie and Violet Winds spend much time together in the open nature, with going for walks in the nature, taking picnics at the meadows, and even swim in the lakes nearby the town. So much great time actually. Until the one day he actually proposed to Pinkie, and she was so hyperactive. She couldn't stop jumping up and down, almost at every moment. She was very happy about this. And when the families were told about this, Pinkie's parents was just happy to notice this. It was more happy in their eyes, and that their daughter had found her special song pony. And even Violet's parents was actually also very happy for their son to be married soon. And their wedding was actually held in Manhattan. Even their parents, families, and friends was invited. And just afterwards, they traveled to Las Pegasus for their honeymoon. And they were there for 3 weeks. And they had this blasting time. Met great friends, saw great shows, have been playing the great games. They very much liked their honeymoon. And then, 3 years later, Pinkie told Violet Wins that he was going to be a father soon, and to triplets. And that took him very much as a surprise. He fainted twice when she told him. First time he thought it was like a dream. He thought, "I thought you said triplets?" "Yeah, they are triplets," said Pinkie with a happy smile. "Oh!" And he fainted again. But he was actually happy to be a father. But when his parents found out, they was overwhelmed by this news. But they were excited to be grandparents, the triplets. But they didn't know what gender the triplets were going to have, until they found out 2 daughters and 1 son. And they both were so excited about this. Both Pinkie and Violet Wins could never be more happier and more proud to have and such big family, and even to be married with a true love. No matter what would happen, Violet wins were always there for his wife and his children, always look after them to make sure they are safe. And this how when Violet wins and Pinkie Pie got their true love and got a big family. The end.